Hey, so what is up, you guys? Welcome back to TheRealOrnelas, here today with another video. And today we gonna be talking about a requested video about why I was in juvenile hall and placement. That question was popping around. It's been popping around for a while now. People wanted to. First, they were just wondering where I've been and stuff, and then secondly, they were just like, once I told them, oh, well, I was here, they wanted to know the story of why I was there and how it was like there, because most of my friends and the people that I know ain't really like criminals or nothing, and like I wouldn't want to describe myself as a criminal either, because I ain't like that. But some bullshit happened, and I ended up being in that situation. But yeah, that's what today's video is going to be about. Starting off by saying this hat that I'm wearing, I actually got from the placement that I was at. It says BR on it. And the placement I was at was called Boys Republic. And Boys Republic, basically what a placement is, it's like a group home, and it's just a little more strict. And the placement I was at, Boys Republic, it was in Chino Hills, and it was like around the farm and stuff, and had really cool things there and shit. So basically, this particular placement, group home, whatever you want to call it, was a group home for boys or guys or whatever. But yeah, that's the placement I was at, and I went to the juvenile hall that I had went to was called Los Padrinos. Los Padrinos, I don't really know where that's at. I mean, I was there for fucking 2 months, but I don't know like where it's at. It's in California. It's in LA somewhere by a golf course. I know that. But basically, my charge that I got arrested for was assault and battery. So yeah, a lot of people ask me when I tell, for the people that I do tell, like, oh, I got arrested for assault and battery, they tell me like, well, who did you fight? Like, when did this happen? Like, what happened? And it's like I have a hard time explaining this shit. Like, see, what had happened is they gave me the charge of assault and battery, but there was no assault or battery that had taken place. It was just something that got out of hand and didn't have to end up the way that it ended up, but it ended up like that. So that's just how I got the charge. I mean, who I beat up, apparently whoever I beat up, it's not really important. Like, it's dumb. I'm not even trying to say the person's name or nothing, so it ain't important. But whatever, I got charged for it. So basically, what happened after that, I got charged for it last October, and I was in juvenile hall for 2 months. So I was in Los Padrinos for 2 months, and during that 2 months, I was trying to fight my court case and stuff, and it just didn't end up like that. It didn't work out like that. So I lost my case, and I ended up getting sentenced to placement for 6 months or something, or 7 months, and I wasn't really expecting that. I just wanted to go home, but it didn't work out that way. So I was there in the juvenile hall from October 20th, I think, and then I got sent to a placement in December 29th. So I was there for a good 2 months. I was in there for Halloween. I was in there for Thanksgiving. I was in there for Christmas, guys. So, and let me just tell you, they do not feed you right in there. They do not feed you right in there. So it's kind of bullshit, but whatever. So basically, I went there, and then December 29th or something, I went to Boys Republic, and I was in Boys Republic for just you guys do the math. December 29th to May 18th is when I got released. So do the math. I think that's like 6 months or something around there. But yeah. And in Boys Republic, it's like they have their own high school inside their campus. So we slept there, we ate there, we fucking showered and shit there together, and it was like a boys camp type deal. So you're surrounded by nothing but guys, except for like the female staff that they had there that would watch us, but they're not all females and they were not all that pretty. But let me tell you, when you're locked up for a cool minute, any female kind of looks like a good female, and I'm not even lying. Like, that's just how it is. And for the guys that were locked up with me and they watch this, because I am friends with a few of them, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, that's where I was at. While I was there, I joined their baseball team. That's where I got the hat from. So I was on the baseball team, and I'm a big guy, guys. So I was I was kind of like the slowest guy there, but in all honesty, like, I'm not even trying to make myself seem better or nothing, but in all honesty, I was actually not that bad. Like, I could hit the ball, and I could they had me pitching a couple times too. Like, we didn't really have a pitcher, so they would just like throw a lot of us in there, and then whoever did good would pitch that day. And I was pitching like 3 times, so I wasn't that bad. And then I'd play first base and then right field sometimes, and that's what I did there. And then they have like their how BR is set up. It's the kids run it, so it's like a student government type deal. So they have like a mayor and they have a council, and at the cottages that we're in, they have like 5 cottages. And what cottages are, they're just like little buildings that we sleep at. So in the cottages, they had 2 councilmen, and those councilmen would run the cottage. They make sure everybody's on point, waking up in the morning, doing what they had to do. And I was one of those people. My first few months there, I was the councilman, like, and I had to like wake these guys up and like make sure they went to school and didn't do drugs, and if they did drugs, handle their problems and get the rest of the drugs that they had. So it was like I was like their babysitter almost. And these guys are like not criminals. Well, we're all criminals there. So, but these most of the guys were gang affiliated. So they were in the hoods, and they were, you know, had enemies, and you had to watch words that you would say. Like, I couldn't say piss. Like, if I said I had to take a piss, I couldn't say that because I'd be dissing a gang. Or if I couldn't say peanut butter and jelly, I couldn't say noodles, I couldn't say none of that. Like pretty much all the common words and shit that we would say, we couldn't say there. Like, I'd always have to change my words to something so I didn't offend somebody. But that's just how it was there. So for the first few months there, I was councilman, and actually through all my months there, I was a councilman, and I actually became mayor of their campus. So I had a lot of authority there. I'd let people go home because we were allowed home passes and stuff, and I didn't really go home a lot because my parents didn't really want me home, but that was besides the point. That I'd let people go home, and I'd give them home passes, and I'd give them jobs there because we were allowed to have jobs there, and we'd make money there, so it was actually pretty cool. But yeah, so I'd help out with the campus. I'd help these guys there, and it was actually interesting because these gang members listening to me, somebody that ain't really from nowhere, and like, who am I to be telling them what to do? It's like, but they had to listen to me, guys. Like, it was like literally they had to, or they wouldn't go home and they wouldn't be able to get a job. And like, basically I had that shit over them, and they didn't like me at first, but this is how it was. And I was in the hot seat a lot, but I ended up liking all these guys. They all started liking me, you know. We were all really cool. And what I got right here is an award that I got from there. Actually, it's called a Blue Book. Like it says Boys Republic right there, California. Pretty much what it is saying that while I was there, I was a outstanding student. I did what I had to do, and it's actually pretty good when you get this thing, because you could show it to your judge and be like, look, I did what I had to do there, and I was an outstanding person. Look, the people signed it, like they said I was good. Like, it's just like a thing your judge kind of wants to see. So it was good that I got it. Plus you got $100 just for getting this shit. You literally had to do what you had to do, and I ended up getting like 45-50 credits from their school, so it actually helped me out a lot credit wise. So this year I can actually graduate. So that's cool. I got released May 18th, and then I started going to summer school right away and adult school, and I was at school for like 2 weeks before the year ended. So yeah, I did what I had to do, and I got my credits, and now I can graduate, guys. So that's the good thing that came out of this shit. I'm actually kind of happy that